It's SportsNetUSA.net and our Strong 16, the rankings of the top California Community College softball teams. The high ground still belongs to Mount Sac. The Mounties had a tough one last week against Cerritos where they scored 4 runs in the 6th to win 5-3. But their other 2 games were 5-inning run rule wins over PCC and East LA. Mount Sac undefeated at 12-0. Moving up to number 2 is San Jose with 2 games played last week. They swept Redwoods last Saturday. Cypress College jumps 2 spots and is 3rd. The Chargers handily beat Fullerton and then shut out Saddleback in 6 to stay undefeated. That streak will be tested as Cypress collides with Mount Sac on Friday in a battle of the unbeaten. Number 4 is San Mateo. A bit of a surprise for the Bulldogs as they had to settle for a split with Diablo Valley. Then they just edged Canyons, got back on track to clobber Reedley, and beat Sequoias to wrap up last week. Moving down to 5 is Sacramento. A 500 week for Sac City as they lost to Fresno, beat Lassen, then had to split a doubleheader with Diablo Valley. The Panthers are 16-2. Monterey holds at 6 and are still unbeaten. The Lobos open conference play on Thursday with Gavilan and have a weekend doubleheader at Fresno City College. 7 is Palomar. They shut out El Camino last week, also beat Fresno and Riverside. The Comets begin conference action this week and face off with Mount Sac on Saturday. Up 1 spot to 8 is West Valley. The Vikings got by Sequoias last Saturday, aided by 6 hit batters, 2 that produced RBIs as they scored 8 runs in the 6th inning to win that game. This is SportsNetUSA.net Strong 16, and we are halfway through our rankings of the top California Community College softball teams. Breaking into the top 10 is Santiago Canyon. Still on a roll with a 10-game win streak, the Hawks got by Grossmont, then conference wins against Saddleback and Golden West, and finally a run rule victory over Citrus. Number 10 is Folsom Lake. The Falcons out to prove that their start isn't a fluke. They swept Feather River and took both games of the doubleheader at Diablo Valley. Sierra is next with a 10-3-1 record. Last week they beat Solano, run-ruled Shasta, then wrapped up the week with a win over Ohlone. Rising to number 12 is El Camino College. The Warriors had a win over Rio Hondo, but then were blanked by Palomar. El Camino rebounded with road wins against East Los Angeles and Pasadena. Cosumnes River breaks into the Strong 16 at 13. The Hawks dropped Ohlone twice in 5-inning run rule games, then swept San Joaquin Delta by 1 run in each game. In the second game, Delta scored 6 runs in the top of the 7th, but Cosumnes tallied 6 in the bottom to win. Number 14 is San Joaquin Delta, a rough week for the Mustangs. Not only losing that doubleheader to Big 8 conference foe Cosumnes, they also split a doubleheader with Butte. Santa Rosa is entrenched at 15. They split a pair with Mendocino, then swept Modesto. Our second newcomer is College of the Canyons. The Cougars beat Reedley in a battle of the Big Cats, but lost to the Bulldogs of San Mateo. Canyons scored 3 in the top of the 7th to take the lead, but San Mateo scored 2 in the bottom for the win. Teams to watch this week: Southwestern. They are at 8-5 and have a big game with rival and perennial Pacific Conference champion Palomar on Friday. That's this week's Strong 16, our rankings of the top California Community College softball teams on SportsNetUSA.net.